When winter hits Raleigh, the cold doesn't just bite, it can bring business to a complete standstill. I'm talking construction sites, outdoor events, you name it. Dropping temperatures are a huge challenge. So, what's the workaround? We're going to dive into how one local company is tackling this exact problem with some brand new heating solutions. I mean, it's a question every single contractor and event planner in the area has to deal with, right? The cold can bring your projects to a grinding halt. But what if it didn't have to be that way? All right, so let's first break down what we're really talking about here. For a lot of the local industries in Raleigh, the coldest parts of the year, well, they aren't just an inconvenience. They're a direct hit to the bottom line. It's a total domino effect, really. When your crew or your guests are dealing with uncomfortable, cold conditions, productivity just tanks. And that, of course, leads to project delays and some pretty serious interruptions to your whole operation. It's a chain reaction that hits you right where it hurts, your budget and your deadlines. Okay, but this is where the story pivots. A local company, One Source Rentals, is making what's being called a game-changing move to tackle this whole seasonal problem head-on. So it all kicked off on October 21st, 2025. That was the day One Source officially jumped into the heating rental market. They basically decided to diversify their services to meet this really specific local need. And they aren't just offering some one-size-fits-all solution either. Their fleet is really tailored to specific needs. You've got your versatile portable heaters for pretty much any job site. Then there are the indirect fired heaters, and these are absolutely crucial for enclosed spaces like tents or indoor areas because they vent all the exhaust fumes outside, keeping things safe. And finally, you have powerful electric heaters for heavy-duty industrial use. It's pretty clear they've thought about who needs what. But as we all know, having the right gear is only half the battle, isn't it? One Source seems to get that. They're really staking their reputation on service and making reliability a huge part of this new venture. So their service promise really comes down to 3 key steps. And we're not talking about just a simple curbside drop-off here. No, they promise quick and effective delivery. They handle the professional setup on site, and this is the big one, they offer 24/7 emergency support if anything goes wrong. In that 24/7 support, it translates directly into one core promise: minimal downtime. I mean, just imagine a heater failing overnight while your concrete is curing, or right in the middle of a packed winter festival. A fast response in those moments isn't a luxury. It's absolutely essential to stop the whole operation from falling apart. This quote from a spokesperson really sums up their whole philosophy. It's not just about renting out machines, it's about selling peace of mind. The whole idea is to take the entire heating problem off their clients' plates, so you could just focus on what you do best. So you can really see the contrast here. On one side, you have all the typical industry challenges: project delays, equipment that fails, support that's slow to respond. And on the other side, you have the One Source guarantee. It's a super clear value proposition. Ultimately, this all boils down to 3 core pillars that really define the company's identity: commitment, quality, and reliability. These are pretty much the foundations of their entire business model. Okay, so to wrap this up, if you're in the Raleigh area and you're thinking about these services, here's how you can get in touch. If you want to call for a consultation, there's the number right on your screen. And if you want to take a look at their heating equipment online, there's the web address. And just so you know, they're a local company located in Youngsville, serving Raleigh and all the surrounding areas. So that brings us right back to where we started. With Raleigh's cold weather on the way, you have to ask yourself, is your plan for keeping projects on track just a hope, or is it a guarantee?